Hello everyone, I hope you all are fit and fine. So students, today we are going to do 3 topics, okay? So now please watch the video very carefully so that you can understand all this topic properly. So let's get started. So students, the first topic is singular and plural. Singular means single, or you can also say one, okay? And plural means many. So you can also say that today we are going to do one and many. Okay. So the rule number 1 to do one and many is we just add s to the noun so that we can make them plural. Okay. Like you can see some example of it. That is boy become boys. Pumpkin become pumpkins, scarecrow become scarecrows, girl become girls, turkey become turkeys, sunflower become sunflowers. Now you can see here that I just add s to these words to make them plural. Okay, but this is not possible in every word. Most of the words we use s, but in many sometimes we have to add other things to make them plural. Now what are those things? Let's see, check them out. So the other thing, or you can say rule number 2 is we just add es to the nouns ending with s, z, ch. You can also call it ch, x, tch, that is ch also, o, s and sh. Okay, the words which end with these alphabets, we add es to them. Okay, now check it out or see some example of it. You can see here dose become doses, moss become mosses, bush become bushes, beach become beaches, fox become foxes, ditch become ditches. Now you can see the word here Z, double S, SH, CH, X, CH. Now with them, because these words end with these alphabets, so what we just done, we just add ES to them to make them plural. Now student, let's play a game and you have to tell me the plural of these words. The first word is donkey. Now tell me what is the plural of donkey? Very good. The answer is donkeys. Very good student. Now the next one is branch. Tell me it end with ch. So what we have to do to make them plural? Can you tell me? Very good. We just add es to them and it will become plural. The branch become branches. Very good student. You're very smart. This means you understand this concept, right? Now let's move to the next topic, that is punctuation. So student, you have done punctuation earlier also, right? So let's check them out one more time. The first thing that we have to learn in punctuation is full stop. You all know full stop look like a dot, okay? And we mark this at the end of a sentence. Okay, when we complete a sentence, we always put a full stop. Like my name is John. So I just completed a sentence, so I will put a full stop over here. There are 3 dogs. Again, sentence is completed, so I will put a full stop. And one more thing that you have to take care also is, please always start a sentence with the capital alphabet. Okay, as you can see here, in this sentence, M is capital. In this sentence, T is capital. In this sentence, I is capital. Right? So always start the sentence with a capital alphabet. And when a name of person, okay, or a proper noun comes in between the sentence, you also have to write it in capital letter. For example, you can see here John. So J of John is written in capital alphabet. Okay. Now let's move to the next thing, that is question mark. As the name suggests, we use question mark at the end of a question. Okay. As you can see example here as well. Where are you going? So now we're asking a question. So what we will do? We will put a question mark. Okay. Do you have a pen? Again what we will do? We will put a question mark. Now let's move forward to the next thing, that is commas. Now this is a new thing that you are going to learn today, that is commas. Now use of comma. Now where we use comma, can you tell me? Okay, don't worry, I will tell you. We use commas in between the things which are of same category. As you can see here, cat, dog, pig and rat. These all are animals, right? We have a lot of options, you can say, or the things from a same category. That's why we put commas in between them. Similarly, if I give you a sentence that I have pen, pencil, copy, notebook, book and rubber, then what you will do? Because these all are from same category, like a stationery, right? So that's why you will put commas in between pen, pencil, copy. Okay? So I hope you understand this, and now let's move forward to the next topic, that is simple past tense. Now, as you all have learned simple present tense earlier, today we will do simple past tense. So simple past tense we usually use to express the things which has already happened. The things which are already happened, we use simple past tense for them only. Okay, so there are some rules for simple past tense, and what are they? Now let's check them out. The first rule of for simple past tense is that we just add ed to most of the verb to make the verb past form. Okay, to make the verb past form, we just add ed to most of the verb. Okay, but sometimes some verbs change themselves into a new word. Let's check out some example and understand them. Like in this, you can see the normal verb is walk. So walk becomes walked. We just add ed to them, right? But some verbs, as I told you, some verbs change themselves into a new word, right? Like you can see here, eat become ate. Okay, eat become ate. I will show you one more example. See here, see become saw. Okay, so this is how the verbs change themselves into a whole new word. Okay, so students, you can see more example of it in your book as well, and you all have to learn them. Okay, because there is no technique to understand which verb becomes what. Okay, so you have to do just practice of it and learn these verbs, so you will understand more properly. So thank you very much, student. I hope you will understand all these topics and do practice of it, as I already provided you the book exercise and the notebook work of these things. Thank you very much. Bye bye.